So I'm going to make this interactive. I'm going to ask you all, first of all, I want to ask you, how many of you can point to a time in your life where a single introduction that was made changed the direction of your lives? It could be an introduction to a friend, it could be an introduction to a future spouse, it could be an introduction to a job or a business partner. Tell me, how many of you have? Right, everybody. Because that's how new major things happen in the world, lots of high-impact introductions. But those introductions are few in number. They happen sometimes completely spontaneously, sometimes completely randomly. You don't have a huge amount of control. So what we're trying to create with Ponder is a platform to make introductions at scale. We use the tools of game mechanics and financial rewards to make matchmakers out of everyone. Let me show you how we do that. Now, we're starting off with romantic matchmaking. But we are going to expand into business matchmaking, into recruiting, into anywhere where the investment of social capital and human judgment leads to better matches. So start off on the left. You have Sarah here, and you can see her profile. Underneath are a set of potential prospects that we've chosen. And it's your job as the matchmaker to pick out who could be the best one for her. Now, those could be friends, they could be complete strangers. You drag and drop. Brian, let's say here, I see his profile. I think he could be a good match. I drag and drop. If Brian and Sarah like each other, I win $10. If they get married, I win $1,000. Thank you. Now, Brian and Sarah will they'll each pay $10 for having that successful match. So the app keeps $10 for every union that's created. We give the matchmaker $10, and we take $10 each from the two successfully matched singles. So good question. If they divorce, we do not take money away. We stick to the positive. So you have this tally of money that goes up and down based upon the number of matches you make for others versus the number of matches that are made for you. So married people can play this as well as single people. This is for everyone. So you can see here, this is Patrick, my designer's account, and he's made $50 because he's made a number of matches, and a number of matches have been made for him. So this is an app that's already out there. We've got 70,000 users already. And you can see how it's readily tokenizable. We're going to introduce a token called Ponder Gold, which will provide VIP benefits to users of the app. And then eventually we'll create these groups, these tribes that are groups that you have interests in and values within. So for example, runners in New York or yogis in Santa Clara. You can be matched and matchmake for everyone in that group. And that'll use our Ponder Gold token alone. So we've grown to 70,000 users. We're still in beta. People are using this app almost on a daily basis. And our match rate is 6 times the industry average match rate for online dating, that is. We're also making money. There's very little that's directly comparable. The closest I like to say are those social mobile games, like Words with Friends, Draw Something, those Zynga games. And then you've got these online scratch cards where you can make a little bit of money playing. And then you've got the traditional dating apps, but those are just for single. There's no gamification or money involved. We've got a very strong team. My chairman is the former CEO of JDate, Christian Mingle, which is known by Spark Networks. They're a public company, one of the largest brands out there, and has had a 25-year career in consumer internet. I myself I'm a 10-year startup veteran, worked at 4 different startups, and prior to that had a career on Wall Street and investment banking and management consulting. My co-founder is a senior director from Qualcomm, and his last job was an architect at Storybox, which was a Eric Schmidt-funded company based in the Bay Area. And we have an excellent group of advisors. James Fowler is an advisor to Facebook and is a professor at UCSD, one of the foremost experts on social networks. Peter Davison was a first investor in PayPal and now runs a fund out of Shanghai. And related to that, we've actually just started a joint venture in China. We actually believe that Asia will be one of our biggest markets because of the cultural resonance of matchmaking. And so we're venture-backed by Plug and Play, who we're setting up a joint venture with. Matt Curtis is a VP of product at Zynga and was formerly at Kabam. And Irfan Kamal was an EIR at Jeff Bezos' venture fund. So, with that being said, we are having a token sale. Guess what the date is? Valentine's Day. So, Valentine's Day, 6 a.m. PST, that's when our token sale starts. You go to tokensale.ponderapp.co to find out more. And I'll leave you with this also. One other thing. One of the big challenges, as the last speaker was talking about, is like, how do we market the blockchain? If you go to the average guy on the street and say, name me a token, what's he going to say? He'll know Bitcoin, but there's probably no other token he can tell you. And that's because we haven't been good at marketing. But we also have not had a mass market consumer app that tackles the everyday problem of the average person. That's what we need. I'm not saying that it'll be us, but I feel that there's enough possibility in the world of consumer internet that the blockchain can tackle something substantial, and we'll get that killer app before too long. Thank you so much.